It's Debbie.
That's cute. Yeah. Jimmy?
Jimmy pushing Debbie on the swings.
Yeah. What's up, Karen?
So Marianne.
The bell springs still on it to see where it is.
We have no cards in. You're on this thing?
Karen and Marianne.
That's Marianne. Is that Cheryl?
Looks to me that way. Oh my word. Isn't that precious?
Wow.
Hey, I mean, cool. The beauty on the end is your mother, everybody. There she goes. This is a precious one. From the combine to the barnyard to the trash collector. And Joe and Brian. Yeah. There's our German company. Hi. Gerhard, I believe is his name. That was the Walters baby.
Looks like Jim.
Turn around. Good job. You always Joey would have said it went in.
I like that shirt.
Cheryl.
Cheryl, yeah.
Oh, that's neat. I believe that's pretty cool. Oh, who's that? Katie?
Katie, probably.
Katie.
Looks like Katie.
Looks like Katie. Yes. Katie. Wait till she comes today, I'm sure of it. She looks like Danielle.
That's one to show her way.
I'm going to cross my palm with silver. Wipe this out. Could we do funny home movies and send that into that one channel? full of John.
Who's Debbie with?
Can't tell. Jim. Is that David?
Jim?
No, it's David. It's David. Is it, or is it, no, it's Jim. It's Jim. And who is that? Grandpa.
Let's say Grandpa Huntington.
Grandpa Newton. Oh,
There he is.
is it the L? I wish you could see it. There. Penny Cousin Johns and Grandpa Hunter, Annie Cousin Johns. Oh, she looks good. Oh, that's a good one. This is Joe Devine and Brad Beggar in their hot rods on Wild Horse Creek Road. Speed limit today, 50 mph. He grew up. John. Michael John. Probably John. Look at that. Good movement.
Who's that?
Oh, a party from Central School. We shall see who is this. Fine.
Hi,
Fine
Kim.
girl.
Hi, Ken. That's
A
Debbie
high
Hi, Ken.
High Kim, isn't it
It
very nice?
certainly is.
David. Jim. You should cross my call and say it also. Maybe if I can do it. Is that the end?
That was
David
John and
and
Dave.
John.
John and Dave.
We don't know who this is, a monkey. Oh, I haven't seen this for eons. Happy birthday, John. Okay, that's Halloween. Oh, my old piano. Who are these spooks? I have no idea. That's Susan.
Is it woodpile somewhere?
I can't remember that picket fence.
I'm finding a lot of trees that are weird.
Where did it come from?
Right by the picket fence.
Where did you look at
Right by the
that?
side of the house, huh?
Well, I don't know that.
It's gotta be Brad and Lynn and Cheryl crawling around.
I think it's Sue.
No,
There's somebody.
someone climbing a tree.
That's Brad.
Could be.
Could that be you?
Could be. That's all for now.
William Jim Gordon.
We'll stop for a minute.
Like. That's cute. That's James Joseph Hardy from Oregon. And this is You don't know. Karen. Will we ever know? Debbie? Debbie.
Yeah, the note said baby Debbie.
Baby Debbie. Is that Bob Shaw?
And Jim. That's Jim.
That's
And that's
my
that first pool.
Aunt Helen. That's my Aunt Helen. Sure, it's our first pool. Notice everyone wears swimming, well, some people wear swimming caps. Marianne, I believe. Probably Liz Albrecht, in Calvin's background. Cheesecake. Big deal. Get on the side and jump in. Big deal, right? It's getting dusk. Back in dusk.
That's good-looking guy.
That's good-looking guy. Jerry Albrecht and Brad.
No, the good-looking guy was Brad.
Yes, the good-looking one was Brad.
There's Dad.
And Jerry Albrecht
That was Dad.
Dad, the second
That
one.
was Dad. He put that big power flip in there.
Yep. I think the idea was to see who could make the biggest splash.
Right.
We line up, jump off the side, go back up, jump off the side.
Now that one wasn't very deep, was it? That one was only
No.
what you see right there.
Is what you see.
Yeah.
I hit my head on the bottom one time and almost passed out.
Don't forget this, whatever you say right now, Mom, is going to be in the...
That's
in the
right.
tape.
I carelessly went and did a shallow dive. It felt so good just to lie at the bottom of the pool, and I said, I can't stay down here.
Oh, a belly flop.
After
John
that,
used to specialize in those, huh? Was that John? I think it was.
I decided I wasn't going to be so much of a diver anymore. Too shallow. Didn't know how. See, Betty Albrecht is using something. Maybe that one? This one? We had sort of a community center, didn't we?
Yep.
And they weren't playing ball in the front yard, they were swimming. Oh, it looks like some young men. Sort of silhouetted, but sort of neat, way to the movie. Great shot. That's the biggest pool. That looks like, Divine Girls.
It is. I think it is.
Here's a very adept bike rider.
Oh, this is Karen's part.
They are so shy, these young ladies.
Karen's party.
Who's on the train, buddy? Wow. Oh. Brad, let him do something interesting. Reverse it and make him go out of the water onto the diving board.
Cool, right?
Yes, obviously has to tie it. Okay. So he's going to pool. That's Debbie. She would sit up there. Brave old child. Karen,
Uh-huh.
take him out of the water by just reversing. You want to do that?
Yeah.
I'll put this on the phone and I'll make this one good, right? Next time someone does it. Put that one back up. Good. Ooh, wow. Not to be so fast. But you?
Maybe David isn't. Maybe. There's Sue's.
Hello?
I don't know.
What? We had diapers at one time.
Pretty ugly looking.
Oh, no. A child you're talking about. Unusual effect.
Too much sun. Shooting from the dark window up above to the light outside.
It's my favorite cornfield. Amazing. John. he was there, where he
I think
go?
it was John. John Sachs was on there before.
Looky there, Marshall.
I don't know. I think it might be Bernie.
We look alike. TikTok guy. Actually, it is a Christmas tree.
Somebody shut through a window or something. I don't know how that could be.
I say, did I run it through 2 times? This is double exposed, that's double exposed.
It looks like it.
Because in the woods, you will see, yes.
That's a neat effect though.
Very, very professional. Didn't do that to try. Look at this.
See somebody cranking
Aunt Rosemary?
lunchbox.
Rosemary?
It's Aunt Rose. Yes, it is.
Saint Aunt Rosemary.
Yeah,
Cheryl.
and Cheryl. Being very coy and demure.
And
And one of the guys, Zon.
John.
Probably John and Zon.
There's Grandpa Hager.
There's Dad. And that mural we have on the
Oh,
back
that's
wall.
Grandpa Hager too.
That's Dad.
No,
No, that's Grandpa Hager. You're
Grandpa
right.
Hager. And here we
He's
are.
sitting there by the mural we had in the living room today.
And now I'm out in the
In the
woods.
woods there or something else.
I have double exposed this time.
Don't know how. Used your foot somehow.
That looked like
That was
Cornelius
David.
Stites, didn't
Yeah.
it?
That's giant.
Here.
Climbing trees in the background. Well, everybody's
Oh,
coming
the
out to
woods.
do their bows. Yeah, what are
The woods were just beautiful that day.
I'm watching the other one. Everybody comes strolling through.
Yep, you're turning left. No, it's a Stites.
I don't know what that was all about.
There you are. Wouldn't that be pretty in the woods? That's nice.
Was the whole thing double exposed like that?
Yep.
Amazing.
There the Stites' are visiting.
There's the Stites and the woods.
And there's Eddie Stites. And there's John Stites. Mary Rose probably.
And Grandma Hager. Grandma Hager, there she is. Unbelievable. Wow. And Grandpa. Gosh. And then the little babies in the foreground, Mom, what a great
And
effect.
I took them all in the woods. I said, okay, people, we're going to go out in the woods.
What a great effect.
It's different.
It's really neat.
How could it be that? Like, how did you do that?
I
Took
don't
it
know.
out and put it back in?
I don't know, but it sure did turn out fun.
Aren't the woods are just beautiful here?
There's a Stites person.
There's a Grandpa Hager person.
This is the woods that's all subdivision now, right?
Oh, yes.
Is that Mary Rose?
I believe.
And who's that
Karen.
coming up? Karen.
Karen
behind
coming
her?
through the woods.
Yeah. There's the Stites.
There's the Stites family with David. Oh, beautiful flowers. No, it's not flowers, it's the trees. It's the tree roots.
Oh, Mom, that's so neat.
Isn't it?
Who is that?
I don't know, that's Jimmy. That's Jimmy, isn't it?
In the back, who's the baby? Which baby?
You all look alike.
There's
Jimmy,
David.
that'd be
There's Jimmy.
That's
There's
what
Mary.
the shining part of the wall. Reflection. Who's Santa? It's Debbie up there.
I gotta stop us for a minute.
When did we Santa?
Pick it up again here. Ain't that necessary, Mom?
No? Santa is Santa.
No, it's too dark to get. I'm not sure how much of this we're gonna get.
Santa's a little on the lean side. Santa unveiled, who is it?
One of the
Another
Burberry.
Cartridge boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Marianne,
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheryl.
who are these kids? Claudia Foxman?
I think that's who it was. Who is that?
Debbie.
Debbie?
Here we are in black and white, everybody.
Neat snow.
We're in black and white.
That's what that all used to look like.
All those trees grew up. What's going across the yard here, Beth? Trees. Oh, there's Dorsey. He came up to see Mary Ann. There's that one, Dorsey. This one's probably Dorsey. Running contest here.
Is that Debbie again?
Yes, Debbie. I guess it's good. Oh, this downstairs. There he is. Little chubby.
Yeah.
Old fellow pounder. That's it.
Cheryl did a lot to.
Cheryl
They're
and
pretty.
Lynn are the godparents here at Little Ascension Church.
Really?
There's Susie F. Goodson.
Looks like my Shelley.
Reagan baptizing him. Didn't make it so big. That is dedication.
Good, John.
Someone is arriving.
Must have been Dad getting home from work.
Didn't recognize the car.
It was that brown Chevy.
And you must have come home
Oh,
from
going
school.
home from
picked you
school.
up.
He picked me up from school. Yeah. You know what that is, though?
at a time.
Yeah. He did some dangerous things on that
Do
sucker.
you know that Clement jumped off the roof into the swimming pool? I believe most trampolines today are round. Circular.
Got the Hennessy's and Father Godfrey.
Father Godfrey?
Mm-hmm.
For heaven's sake. Marie Hennessy's on chemo treatment, and she's a sick cookie. It's a big picture of the family here. Tom and Marie. Father Godfrey was young. Who's that?
Hennessy family. There's Mary Ann. Mary Ann on the left.
Cheryl.
And Cheryl.
Marie looks great. Tom looks great. Right, Bobby. Right.
Which
And the
sister?
sisters were there.
Which sister is that one? That's
Geraldine.
Geraldine right in the front. Bernarda and Bernardine. Right?
I'm not sure the last one.
Yeah.
And there's the altar of the Lord Ascension taken from
From the choir wall.
Cardinal. And the St. Joseph statue up there is probably the one that's in my office.
Yeah. it
Right
is.
there, that is a statue.
Right.
Is that St. Joseph? Okay.
Got a lot of railing.
And
They're good looking cookies.
she's the new mom. And Jimmy, and John, and Karen, and
Janet.
Janet.
And is that Karen? No, that's Janet still.
And Susie, and Carolyn, and wait,
Debbie. This is Debbie's puppy.
I'm sorry, Debbie. This is Debbie.
Right.
Baptism. The previous one was Ellen.
Right. Oh, nice
David
picture. Look
holding
at that.
the baby, and Susie and Jim. And a nice fire.
They look like the grandkids now. You can just see the grandkids in it.
These are my grandkids. Okay, we are going to look at St. Louis Zoo. And hopefully these aren't our relatives on this picture. Anyway, the St. Louis Zoo has changed since this film has been taken, has been filmed.
This was 65, according 66, according to the label, 1966.
That's a download. Rhinos. I think God ran out of designs when he was done. Okay, there goes David, as here's comes the bears. One's in the water. They're all going in the water. Wow. Well, that looks cool. He splashes us. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Got pretty close to that one, didn't you? Somebody waving at the camera, so must be one of the Ascension kids.
Don't know. Something work?
No, he didn't do that.
You know who that is?
They're having fun. That I know. That's
Jim. That's Jimmy.
He's there. Doesn't have to take that.
And Helen.
Marianne?
And Helen. Prairie League Baseball.
That looks like
After the dugouts with the...
that looks like a back. That's a Hennessy.
Yeah. Looks like Cheryl.
Cheryl?
No? I can't tell. Maybe.
Marianne? Who knows? There's Marianne.
Yeah.
Looks like Janet. But anyway, I'm sure we're beating the opposing team.
There's the coach.
Little hustle there.
That's the girls' team. Huh. Marianne pitching?
I think it's a bunny. That's fine. Good thing. We are flying over the city of St. Louis, I believe. Dad, is he driving the phone?
Yep.
Which he couldn't do without his hat. No more, no more. The barn is still gone. Hey, people in the tree. Tarzan and Jane, I guess.
There's Debbie again. Rainbow over Wild Horse Creek Road. There we are. Yeah.
Okay. When we first got the camera, Dad took us down the Spirit of St. Louis Airport, and this was a capsule that was done there. This is one of the very first films, I believe. This is the Danny Lindbergh. Glad we took that.
That's the bridge to Alton, I think.
Oh, yes, it would be.
This is the bridge to Alton.
On the way to
and
Paramount Tech.
mostly your dashboard. There's the Great River Road.
Okay, this is the
Great River Road. Bluffs along the way.
which takes us to Paramount Tech, which Charlie and Mary had a wedding night up there back in 1949. And enjoy seeing this. Been back a few times. Well, this is one of the times. This is the church that we went to Mass at. First morning we were a couple. This is in Grafton. Is that our car, that little white car? There's Paramount Tech before it was remodeled. The room we're looking at, I believe, is a room that we had on the honeymoon. That room up there. Hey, he's that good looking guy. Good picture there. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Karen,
A little older. John.
John,
Karen, John.
Grandma Hager.
Grandma Baker. Golly.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
when Charlie gives me my engagement ring. I bet you money. There's Alan. He has reset the diamond of my...
1967.
Yay, Brett.
This is
Charlie has
19
reset the diamond in my ring, and he surprises me in a few minutes with it.
minutes later. And who's that right there?
That's Debbie and Cheryl. All the legs belong to Grandma Hager, to Mary, and to Cheryl. And Debbie already in style with little holes in the knees, which came into vogue about 10 years later. There's Lynn, Cheryl, Sharon, and Grandma Hector. Now I get my ring. I open this up and I go, oh, look at this. Oh, I don't believe it. Thank you. He reset the diamond in my ring. And I was so surprised. There's
Different one?
look like it. Like Grandpa Hunter.
Yeah.
How young. There's Brad. There's Susie and a cat. There's Jimmy.
Brad in his horn-rimmed glasses.
Yes, he was in vogue. Uh-oh, down here. The Christmas of the trampoline. Right?
Is that when we first got it?
I think so. We had it in the garage. Yeah, I think we just started.
No spotters. Huh. If this were happening in my school, we'd be sued in about 2 minutes.
What's that?
No spotters for the
Oh,
person there.
there's
Almost went over the edge. Is that Cheryl? Who is it?
I believe it was Cheryl performing and Susie standing on the.
Woo! That can't be the first day we got it. I mean,
Not
they're doing things they would not have the guts to do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mean it too good.
Yeah.
Okay. It was in the garage at first. Yes, they are too
You
good.
say it.
Tornado film.
That's a tornado,
Do
yeah.
you want it on there or not?
Why
It's just
not?
a documentary.
Yeah, why not?
This is a tornado
That's
that
the tornado
hit.
that hit River Bend, right?
Correct. And the reason that Charlie got into this to film it is he was delivering newspapers, and the officer said he could go through it and had the camera under the front seat. And so then he filmed this as he was delivering the probably community press. Most amazing film, just look at that. This hit in Chesterfield, Missouri, off of Olive Street Road. Overlooking the Missouri River in the background.
What year was that? Do you have any idea?
It might be on there.
63, 64? It was relatively early in my high school time. God.
That's... Who are these priests? Stop! You know who? Matthews and Daly.
Yep.
Wow. At least Matthews on the left. I think they're married now. And that was Lynn serving there. So he's gone. He left just as I learned to really get to know him. You know his father, Matthew. Church of Ascension. Does anyone recognize where this park is at? There's Roanbacks, the background brother. There is Bob dancing with his mother and Betty dancing with her father.
That's the Ascension School basement. Original 4 rooms, basement below that.
Under the
That's where
classrooms
it-
or in the
Under
hall?
the classrooms, that's
Under
where
the
it is.
classrooms?
Yep, that's where it is.
And there's Loretta Backs dancing with her husband Roman. And the Backs was what, 5. There's Mary Hager holding a baby. And there's Grandma Backs. Is it? That is one of Backs' girls is Mary Hager. Uncle Chester, Mildred Luther,
Yep, John Lane.
and I guess that's all we did. What was that?
That's Matthews.
Who were a real boost to our parish. They really were. Okay, just you could stop it, I guess, and take a look.
Roman Bax's house?
Might be looking back. Why would they take it? I don't know what it is. We don't even just run it through the stop it somewhere. Flowers.
There, that's how you fix it. That might
It's
be
Janet's
cheap.
Halloween film.
Oh, here comes the,
It's Janet's
yeah, it's up on the
Halloween
hill.
film.
It's the witch.
The witch. Look, oh, I'm so glad you saved that because that was broken.
We found out how to do it now.
Oh, she put
We can
some-
probably go back and run your other one now that I know how to do this. Too much sunlight.
Yeah, yeah. There'd be a little more on it though.
No, I'll just let it run and we'll have to put up with it as we put up with it.
There's that's the, this is Wilson Road, the witch is
Right,
coming down the
right.
wire, here she comes. Woo! That's Janet's station wagon. Good trip, all right. The kids are looking. Cars used to stop when they went by there and see what was going on. All the pumpkins we carved, all of them. She had Happy Halloween. Afterwards, I took all those pumpkins and cleaned up the yard and threw them down in this big gully where there's houses built now. Janet put a lot of work in there. A lot of work.
It was a great Halloween every time she did that.
This is like a Tillis Park thing. Cars would
Great,
come
yeah.
by and stop.
Which kids are those?
I don't, they could be visiting kids. We don't necessarily know who they are. And there's John Walter. Looks like Matthew on there. A neighbor, Mr. Grayley, donated, I believe, all the pumpkins for this project.
Did one of the kids take this film?
Probably me.
Sure does jerk around.
Yeah, that wasn't good. This is amateur photography. I wonder why she didn't, she had standing on something. That's interesting. This had to be taken from an upstairs window. I don't know that she did it. Yay! That's that little skirt spot. The angel spotters are on the job today.
Back on that ledge too. Oh,
Get close up to whoever
girl, finally came down.
came down from the upstairs. Cute. It had white hair. Who's this man?
Looks like John.
John. Yes. I think the cameraman is under the trampoline.
Marianne? Is that Marianne?
Looks to be. I see that the neighbor still has his shed for the animals and the horses. That's a short one. Old fashion. This is a collision film done by Janet Becker for her class project at Lafayette High School. And this is Cox Creek, it's going to be shown, and it is polluted now, and years ago, we used to swim in Cox Creek. Cox Creek runs like between Strecker, Carrots Mill over to Wild Horse Creek Road, and runs under the bridge there on Wild Horse Creek out toward Chesapeake. As you can see, there's some muck on the water here. Greenish looking stuff. That used to be clear and we used to swim in it. It used to be as cold as it could be. Several miles away there used to be toxic stuff stored in metal drums up by Strecker Road. And that's all cleaned up today. The government made it cleaned up. This is by Church Road, I believe. Church Road off of Strecker. Street as you head north toward Church Road.
Okay, still recording.
Okay. Ed Ruther, I saw go on the bus there.
Whose trip was this?
Ed Ruther, but there must be more than one class.
Which one of the kids went on?
That was class, I thought. I didn't go. I don't even remember this thing. I believe that's a Finley. Sure it is. Or something. Oh, this is a horse
Chess
tournament?
Chess and Bob and
Chess tournament, isn't it? Or is it Ray Quinn? At Earlville? No. Is it? I don't think so.
is that in our backyard?
It's our backyard, our football friends. And they're having a horseshoe
It's out our
tournament.
window, right? Horseshoe tournament.
Horseshoe tournament. We did that, we used to do that. Look there. They can come back up for it.
Who is that?
Karen? Make her come back up. Go backwards. Good one. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go here.
Who's that woman? Who's the little girl?
Karen?
Is it?
That's right.
Huh?
Well, I like to talk to
Uh-huh.
her.
And that's Jim Ryder,
Jimmy
right?
again.
Whoa!
Make her come back up. She's pretty good at this. I watch her. She can do it. Watch this one. All right. That's how they do it in movies, right?
Yep.